Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody can hear my voice and see the presentation on the screen. Excellent. So today we are going to do yet another round of error spotting, which is basically part of grammar, right? You're given a sentence, and that could be an error in the sentence, and you just have to go through it. So as usual, we'll be doing it in the form of the exercise where I'll be showing you the question, then we will identify the error, and then we will see what the error is and how best it is possible to correct it. So without further ado, the instructions are pretty much simple, right? As usual, the instructions say that you have to read each sentence to find if there is any grammatical or idiomatic error in it. And generally, the error will be only in one part of the sentence. So A, B, C, D, E, whichever part has the error, you have to mark that as the answer. Now, as usual, if any punctuation error, I hope everybody knows what punctuations are, right? Full stop, comma, colon, semicolon, apostrophe, and so on and so forth. So any error of punctuation needs to be included, needs to be excluded. You don't have to ignore it because it could be just a simple, silly typing mistake. If there is an error of punctuation, then explicitly it will not be told, right? You may have to consider. But here I'm telling you, if there is any error of punctuation, just ignore it. It just could be a typing mistake. So we are trying to identify grammatical or idiomatic errors in the sentences. Chalo. So without further ado, let's take a look at the sentence. The first one. The famous Dr. Chandra is only dentist in our village. Chota sentence. If there is no error, then of course you can mark D as the answer. If there is an error, what is the error? Which part has the error? And if possible, how do we go about correcting it? Okay, getting the answer. A lot of guys giving correct answer. Very good. Badhiya hai. So obviously, yes, everybody has correctly identified it. Is only dentist. The second part obviously is incorrect, right? B is the answer. It should read the famous Dr. Chandra is the only dentist, is the only dentist. So when it's the only dentist, then the article the definitive article the definitely has to come there, right? So option B is the answer. There's an error in the B part that the word the article the is not written. It should be. Very good. Everybody got this one. Excellent. Chalo. Next one. The town isn't very well known and there isn't much to see. So a few tourists come here. Okay. Getting the answer, but what is the correction then? I'm getting the answer. Not all are correct. Majority seem to be getting it right, but a few of you are also getting it wrong. But those are getting it right. Wherever the error is, you need to tell me where do you think the error is. Yes, the corrections, those are again, most of you are correct. Very good. There are two ways of correcting this. In fact, the error obviously is in part C, right? That's correct. So there are two ways in which you can correct it. Either you introduce the word only or just in front of a, or you can altogether eliminate the article a. So either you can say this town isn't very well known and there isn't much to see, so only a few tourists come here. Or alternatively, you could say this town isn't very well known and there isn't much to see, so few tourists come here. And eliminating a is the better way of doing it, right? Instead of adding something, if you can remove something and make it correct, then that's pretty good. So the second way, removing a, is a better way of correcting this sentence. I hope everybody got this one. Did everybody get this one now? I think everybody should have got it by now. Guys, any problem, any error, feel free to ask. Else, I'll move ahead. Next one. He took to reading Times for better knowledge of the facts. Yes. So one thing, whenever you are referring to something by its proper name, a proper noun is used to refer to something. And if it is very specific, then generally the definitive article can be used, right? So we don't say Times because with a capital T, Times refers to a magazine or a newspaper. So when you're referring to a specific magazine or newspaper by its proper name, then you use the definitive article in front of it. So we say he took to reading the Times for better knowledge of the facts. Did everybody get this? Okay. Yes. Let's move on then. Next one. Suganya opened a almirah full of books and took one of them. It's so difficult to read it with the error. Everybody getting it right? So basic rules of articles. The article a is used when the sound of a consonant, and the article an is used before the sound of a vowel. What are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. So any word which starts with the sound of a vowel, for example, almira, aeroplane, ox, umbrella, right? A, E, U, all these vowel sounds. Similarly, NRI, MBA, although it is written with a consonant, the sound that you make when you say MBA, it starts with the sound E. Similarly, NRI starts with E. Honest, so HONEST, it's not honest, it's honest, starts with the sound O. So even these words will take the article an in front of say. We don't say a MBA, we say an MBA. We don't say a NRI, we say an NRI, an honest person. Similarly, certain words, when they start with a vowel, but if the sound is not, for example, uniform, university, they starts with the sound of y, which is a consonant. So we don't say an university, we say a university, a uniform. So here, Almira, it starts with a sound of a vowel. So instead of a, the article which is supposed to be used is an. I think everybody got this one. So the pronunciation of the word determines whether you're using the article a or an. It's not what you write, but how you pronounce the word. So like correctly Aditya and others have correctly pointed out the example of honor. So you don't say honor, you say honor. So an honorable man. We don't say a honorable person. We say an honorable person because the word honor is pronounced with the start as a vowel. Okay? Chalo. Moving on. Next one then. As I was to reach early, I left in aeroplane instead of going by train. Okay. Are you getting it? So somebody is telling me first part had to. No, as I was to reach is pretty much okay. It's not incorrect to say I was to reach as I was supposed to reach, right? It's what it means. So the word supposed can be excluded there. So as I was to reach early, I left in aeroplane. You don't leave in aeroplane, especially when it is said that the latter part is going by train. So you don't leave in aeroplane, you leave by plane, go by train, right? The sense should be the same. So the second part, you say, as I was to reach early, I left by aeroplane instead of going by train. If you have to use in, then you have to say, I left in an aeroplane, right? The article an would be necessary if in has to be maintained. But if I say in an aeroplane and then say going by train, then they're different. So when you're already saying going by train, then the correction to be made there is I left by aeroplane instead of going by train. Did everybody get that one? I hope everybody got this one. Chalo guys, moving on to the next one then. The school is within 100 yards from my house. The school is within 100 yards from my house. Okay, I'm getting different answers. The school is within 100 yards from my house. Okay. So when you say within 100 yards, now I would be also tempted to say within 100 yards. But the larger problem here is from, right? The school is within 100 yards of my house. It is within something of something. You don't say it is 100 yards from my house. But when you say within, then your house is the central point and it is inside it. So the school is within 100 yards of my house. The in part B, yes, but instead of from, writing off would be required. Did everybody get that? Hope everybody got that one. Yes? Okay, chalo. Next one then. My friends insisted that I should see the movie from beginning to the end. Yes, majority of you are getting it right, but some of you garbad. Yes. So beginning and end, they are all part of the same sense. Then they should also be written in the same format. So when you say the end, then it has to be the beginning. So part C, the sentence should read, my friends insisted that I should see the movie from the beginning to the end, because the beginning and end is very specific. So the definitive article the is 100% required. So we say my friends insisted that I should see the movie from the beginning to the end. Everybody got this one? Majority have got it right. Very good. Chalo, moving ahead. Next one. Majority of you are getting it right. Very good. Chalo. So this is an error of the idiomatic usage. When you say go to the bed, you actually mean to say I go to sleep, right? And the idiom does not use the article the, because here it is not referring to the actual furniture, piece of furniture where you're sleeping. In reality, it is only referring to the act of going to sleep. So you say you go to bed, you don't go to the bed. So obviously, in this particular question, the error is in part A, right? I go to bed at night. The article the is not to be used. I think everybody got this one. Majority of you got this right. Excellent. Moving ahead, next one. Hmm. Majority of you getting it this one right. So something like experience, it is not directly countable. You can talk about years of experience, how many years of experience you have, but you cannot say that experience itself is plural. So when you can't say singular or plural for experience, then you do not use the article in front of it. So saying an experience is wrong because it implies that experience is directly countable. It's not. You can count the years of experience, but you cannot directly count experience. Either you have experience or you don't have. You don't say an experience. So the candidate lacks experience. Otherwise, he is well qualified. So the error obviously in part B. Everybody should have got this one. ठीक है चलो moving on next one. Okay, majority getting it right, एक दो गड़बड़ छे but majority getting it right. Okay, so this you're talking about a road and to a very specific place, right? Famous monument. So you know which specific monument you're talking about. So when you're talking about something specific, it is good to use the specific article, the definitive article. So the road to the famous monument passes through a forest. So when you're talking about a specific monument, you are supposed to use the definitive article the. So the road to the famous monument passes through a forest, right? Chalo. Next one. I am not wealthy, so I cannot afford to buy an expensive car. This is pretty simple. I think most of us should get it. Okay, majority getting it right. Very good, very good. So again, we have done this articles, right? And we know the rule A when it is the sound of a consonant, and if it is the sound of a vowel. Expensive starts with the sound e, which is definitely a vowel. So nahi hoga. It has to be an expensive car. So I'm not wealthy, so I cannot afford to buy an expensive car, right? Expensive ka vowel is an, not a. The interviewer asked me if I knew that Kalidas was the greater than any other poet. Everybody getting it straightforward. Majority getting it right. Excellent. yes, error in C. अगर मुझे द ग्रेटर लिखना है तो ग्रेटर शुड बी यूज्ड एज एन एडजेक्टिव. सो कालिदास वाज द ग्रेटर पर्सन देन एनी अदर पोएट, ऐसा कुछ लिखो तो चलेगा. बट व्हेन आई एम जस्ट यूजिंग इट फॉर कंपैरिजन, then the article the cannot be used. So I have to say the interviewer asked me if I knew that Kalidas was greater than any other poet. Here using the word greater to just compare. तो वहां पे आर्टिकल द बिल्कुल नहीं लग सकता. You say Kalidas was greater than any other poet. द अगर रखना है तो you will have to say Kalidas was the greater man than any other poet, or Kalidas was the greater person than any other poet. Greater should be an adjective to something else if the article the has to be used. वरना for comparison simply remove the article the. ठीक है, चलो next one. As soon as the teacher entered, everyone fell in a silence. Yes, majority getting this one right. Shubhankar, how is that the answer? How do you propose to improve it then? If you think B is the answer, how do you propose to improve it? So, two ways to do this. Obviously, error, you don't fall in a silence. So, either say, as soon as the teacher entered, everybody fell silent, or as soon as the teacher entered, everybody fell in silence. But fell in silence is also okay. Best way, you don't say fell in a silence, you just say fell silent. So, as soon as the teacher entered, everyone fell silent. That's it. Did everybody get this one? I hope everybody got this one. Next. On my request, Shalu introduced me to his friend, who is a singer and a scientist. So this is the pretty much obvious, right? It kya hota hai? On my request, Shalu introduced me to his friend, who is a singer, because it is said and a scientist. Scientist के आगे article है, तो singer के आगे भी article होना चाहिए. So on my request, Shalu introduced me to his friend who is a singer and a scientist. I think this is pretty much obvious. So we quickly move on to the next one then. The man cannot live by bread alone. Now this is an idiomatic usage. ये एक मुहावरा है, कहावत है. So the man cannot live by bread alone. The man cannot live by bread alone. This is a saying. It says कि इंसान सिर्फ खाने पे जिंदा नहीं रह सकते. For human beings, food alone is not enough. We have to live. We need more than just food for survival, right? So here the kahavat, the idiom is man cannot live by bread alone. Article the does not exist. This is a proper idiom. So the idiom is man cannot live by bread alone. The article the is not in the idiom. The actual idiom does not use the article the. Right? So man cannot live by bread alone. It's a proper usage. Muhavra jo hota hai. So the exact idiom, the phrase is man cannot live by bread alone. Did everybody understand this? Kriti, Dhruvi, hope now you understood. Right? ठीक है, chalo. Moving on. The war of Mahabharata is the full-length illustration of a righteous war. So the war of Mahabharata, you can't say the full length, you say the war of Mahabharata is a full length illustration of a righteous war. एक धर्म युद्ध का एक संकेत है. It is one illustration. So the war of Mahabharata is a full length illustration of a righteous war. The is not a proper article to use in this context. Did everybody get this one? ठीक है, चलो moving on. My father is in bad mood today. Yes, majority getting it right. So you say my father is in a bad mood today, right? My father is in a bad mood today. I think that's pretty straightforward. Next one. It being rainy day, we decided not to go out but to stay at home and watch a movie. Majority getting it right. Very good. Okay. So again, it being a rainy day, the proper construction of this sentence requires the particular article. It being a rainy day, we decided not to go out but to stay at home and watch a movie. Okay. Now see, but stay at home Dhruvi is not, because see, not to go out but to stay, दोनों का verb form same है. अगर आप stay at home के आगे से to हटा दोगे तो go out के आगे भी to नहीं लग सकता, because both of them have to be in the same format. So not to go out but to stay, it's perfectly fine. So stay के आगे to is fine, but rainy day, it being a rainy day, is the proper usage. Did you get that one? I hope you understood the construction. जब verbs multiple होते हैं तो format same होना चाहिए, so take care of that. चलो, next one. Most people would have attended the union meeting if they had had longer notice of it. Most people would have attended the union meeting if they had had longer notice of it. This is one of the good sentences. Okay, so guys, technically दो बार had आता है, but it is proper. So there is absolutely no error in this sentence. जरूरी नहीं है कि हर सेंटेंस में एरर हो, बिकॉज नो एरर वाला भी ऑप्शन है. सो क्लासिक एग्जांपल, हैड दो बार आता है बट ग्रामेटिकली इट इज वेरी राइट. Most people would have attended the union meeting if they had had longer notice of it. So this is one of those sentences where it is perfectly fine. Did everybody get this one? I didn't understand. Okay. See, which part do you think that meet? Which part do you think has an error in it? Which part do you think has an error in it? गलती होगी तो मैं समझा सकता हूं. Wouldn't it be if it be a longer? No, it doesn't. The article is not required. If they had longer notice of it, no, the article is not required. The article is not a longer notice. Here, if you say notice is taken as a noun, then yes. But here it's not taken as a noun. To have longer notice is to have more advance warning about something. So if they had longer notice, that's fine. A longer notice zarurat nahi. If they had longer notice, if I had a more information bolunga, if I had more information bolunga. If I had more information, you don't say if I had a more information. So similarly, you don't have to say a longer notice. The article is not required there. Yes. Meet CD. So what do you think should be the correction? Though had आपको गलत लग रहा है ना? नहीं. The first had and second had. इसी को past participle form बोलते हैं. To have notice. See, had notice itself is the word. Simple. I had notice. I had notice is the past perfect form of it. So had दो बार जब आता है, in this context, it is the past perfect form. And that's why it is two hads. You get that? Shall. Moving on. To perform this experiment, drop little sugar into a glass of water. No, Aditya. ध तब लगेगा जब डेफिनेटिव है. उस पानी के उस ग्लास में डालो. किसी एक ग्लास में डालो. आई कैन से ना शक्कर को एक ग्लास में डालो. So I don't have to say शक्कर को इस पर्टिकुलर ग्लास में डालो. I can say शक्कर को एक ग्लास में डालो. So put it in a glass of water. So the is not required there. Is fine. Now the point is we tend to use adjectives wrongly. The word little, when used without an article, means small, छोटा. और अब ये नहीं कहना चाहते कि ग्लास में छोटा चीनी डालो. आप ये कहना चाहते हो कि ग्लास में थोड़ी चीनी डालो. राइट. सो ईदर यू से अ लिटिल और यू से सम. So either you say to perform this experiment, drop some sugar into a glass of water. Alternatively, you may say to perform this experiment, drop a little sugar. सिर्फ little बोलते हो तो उसका मतलब है छोटा, as in small. शुगर को हम small नहीं कहते हैं, हम कहते हैं the quantity of sugar is small. So a little sugar या some sugar, right? You simply cannot say little because उसका मतलब हो जाता है छोटा. And हम छोटा sugar नहीं डालना चाहते, हम थोड़ी सी sugar डालना चाहते हैं. Did everybody get that one? I hope everybody got this. Either say some or a little. Either one is okay. Shall we move on then? Guys, shall we move on? Chalo. These display the remarkable variety. Idiomatic. No. First of all, Mitsu कौन है? And this displays means singular. These displays plural. So that's fine. ये मित्सु कौन है? घर का नाम नहीं लिखना है भैया, प्रॉपर नाम लिखना है. So these display, ठीक है. But when you sing remarkable variety, you don't use the definitive article the, right? You use the article a. So these display a remarkable variety is the best way. Of course, the sentence is a bit incomplete at the end, but nevertheless, we don't say the remarkable variety. We say a remarkable variety. It's a proper name. Okay. These display a remarkable variety. ठीक है, चलो moving on. No stronger a figure than his prescribed in the history. No stronger a figure than his prescribed in the history. No. Him ne. See, figure को figure के साथ compare करोगे. So you compare the figure with his figure. So that is correct. If you say a figure than him, then that is wrong actually. Figure than his is correct because apples and oranges cannot be compared. Apple का apple के साथ, orange को orange के साथ compare करना है. So a figure, stronger figure than his. The strength is of the figure, not the person, right? So you compare the figure with his figure. So figure than his, that portion is correct. There is no error in that portion. Now, whenever you're talking about history, if you're talking about a specific part of history, like the Mughal history or the Britishers' history, then we say the history of something. But if you're using history as itself as word, history itself as not a specific thing, but history itself as word, then the article the will not be used. So no stronger a figure than his prescribed in history. Itihas mein. If you say Mughalon ka itihas, then the history of the Mughals. But we only say itihas. History itself is being used as a period of time. Then we don't say in the history, we say in history. Yes? I hope everybody got this one. The history agar use karna hai, so you have to follow it with history of what? The history of time, the history of money, the history of the Mughals, the history of something. But सिर्फ history अगर word use करना है तो आगे the article नहीं लगेगा. Next one. According to the Bible, it is meek and humble who shall inherit the earth. शुभांकर, प्रीवियस इसमें is prescribed करेंगे तो भी जो हिस्ट्री के आगे आर्टिकल का लफड़ा है वो तो वैसे का वैसे ही रहेगा. So rather than adding something, removing something is a better option. Chalo. Now, this is again a saying, right? So we are saying particular people are going to inherit. Who are it? So when you're talking about particular people, the definitive article must be used. We say according to the Bible, it is the meek and the humble who shall inherit the earth. So the proper usage here is it is the meek and the humble who shall inherit the earth. When you say meek and try to refer to a class of people, then you have to put the. We don't say Indians, we say the Indians. We don't say natives, we say the natives, right? The word native itself is being used to refer to a specific group of people. So the article the is important before it. So when we say meek and humble, we are actually referring to a class of people, a group of people. So it is the meek and the humble. I think everybody got this one now. The meek and the humble. Okay. Moving on. Now, underlined part has an error. अब तक हमने जो examples किए थे उसमें तो error ढूंढना था. इसमें I'm telling you the underlined part has an error, but how do you correct it? The options you have to tell me which is the best way to correct this particular thing. हम साथ साथ हैं. So, have you been more careful? The accident could have been averted. Now, जो correct portion है, उसको पहले देखो. Could have been averted, यानी उसको टाला जा सकता था. Which means the accident has already taken place. You are saying कि वो नहीं होता. So then, the care should have been taken in the past and have is present. So, it should be, had you been more careful, the accident could have been averted. Could have been averted means past tense. So have you been is present. We can't use that. We have to use the past form. So had you been more careful, the accident could have been averted. So had is necessary. If you have been, see, have been is present form. It's present participle form. Present perfect. Have is present perfect form. And the accident has already taken place in the past. So have to use he nahi hoga. You have to use had because you're talking about something in the past. Could have been averted. Right? So had you been more careful, the accident could have been averted. So it definitely is not going to be A. Chalo. Next one. The prices of essential commodities has risen unprecedentedly, causing a lot of hardship to the common man. This is an error of subject verb agreement. You have to identify the subject, the verb, and it has to be singular subjects take singular verbs, plural subjects take plural verbs. So the prices of essential commodity. What has gone up? Prices. That is plural, right? Ek ka daam nahi. Kaiyyon ke daam. Price is plural. So has is for singular, but we are talking about multiple prices going up. So the prices of essential commodities have risen unprecedentedly. So it definitely has to be have risen unprecedentedly. Did everybody get this one? चलो बढ़िया है. Next. The two belligerent nations. The word belligerent means the two nations which are fighting with each other. It comes from the word bella, which means war. So the two belligerent nations decided to come to a compromise and resolve the issue amicably. So you always come to a compromise. Idiomatically speaking, you always reach an agreement, you come to an agreement, you come to a compromise. So technically speaking, you don't have to make any correction in it. The way the sentence is written, it's perfectly agreeable. The two belligerent nations decided to come to a compromise and resolve the issue amicably. You don't need to make any corrections in this. And yes, Yashika is giving us some extra information. Bellona is also the Roman goddess of strength and war. Correct. So from there, from ancient Roman and Greek mythologies, we do get a lot of these words. So the word Bella, literally meaning war, comes from the Roman word for the deity Bellona. Good. Thanks for that, Yashika. Others, I hope you got this. There is no error in this particular sentence. Moving on. Your admission into this university will be dependent on the marks you score in the entrance examination. So we use the simple present form when it is a phenomenon which is occurring every day. The sun rises in the east, right? But when it is a singular event, an event which is not going to occur every day or regularly, but a single time, then we try to avoid the simple present. So your admission into this university will depend, because the admission is going to take place only once. So the admission into the university will depend on the marks you score in the entrance examination. Hope everybody got this. Right? Depends is not wrong, but the word depends is normally used for an event which occurs again and again. But if it is a one-time occurrence of an event, so instead of using the simple present form, the will form is a better thing to use. So instead of saying your admission into this university depends on the marks you score, it's better to say your admission into this university will depend on the marks you score, because it's only once that you're going to take admission into a university. So will depend is a better way of writing it. Hope everybody got this one. Chalo. Moving ahead then. In spite of all odds, he pursued with his goal with grit. It is not girl, it's grit and determination. Okay, majority getting it right. Very good. So goal का पीछा करते हो, गोल के साथ पीछा नहीं करते, right? So you don't pursue with your goal. Pursue means to go after something. You don't go after with something. You just go after something. So you don't pursue with your goal. You pursue your goal. So in spite of all odds, he pursued his goal with grit and determination. To pursue something means किसी चीज का पीछा करना. So you just pursue something. You don't pursue with, on, to. ऐसा कोई भी बीच में इस preposition conjunction किसी की जरूरत नहीं है. You simply say he pursued his goal with grit and determination. Hope everybody got this one. Okay. Next. One must keep themselves abreast of current events, particularly while preparing for competitive exams. I'm getting mixed bag of answers from everybody. Guys, remember parallelism. I के साथ myself, you के साथ yourself, he के साथ himself, she के साथ herself, it के साथ itself, they के साथ themselves, one के साथ oneself. So one must keep oneself abreast of current events, right? आगे one यूज किया है तो one के सामने oneself ही आएगा. One के सामने themself, himself कोई और नहीं रख सकते. You have to keep it the same format. I के साथ myself यूज करूंगा तो one के साथ oneself यूज करना जरूरी है. I think basic rule, everybody should know this one. चलो, moving ahead with the next example then. Merit is the only criteria which is adapted in the selection of candidates. Okay. No, Aditya, check karo. The word adapted means modified or changed, right? And when you're selecting candidates, you don't change merit as the only criteria. You use it. To use something, to take, is to adopt something. So merit is the only criteria that is adopted in the selection. Adopted means used. Adapted means changed. You don't change the criteria. You use a particular criteria. So merit is the only criteria that is adopted in the selection of candidates. And by the way, guys, criterion is the singular for criteria, right? Criteria जो word हम use करते हैं, that is the plural. Criteria का singular is criterion. Just like we say data, that is plural. Single is datum. So criteria is plural. The singular form of criteria is criterion. And criterion is adopted. You don't adapt it. You don't change it. You adopt it. You use it. So merit is the only criterion which is adopted. Criteria is plural. And only है तो singular है. So criteria नहीं हो सकता. Criterion होना जरूरी है. Did you get it? Which and that. First of all, criterion नहीं हो सकता because merit is the only singular. So criteria use नहीं कर सकते. And from the given options, the only correct answer is B. Criterion use नहीं कर सकते. So from the given options, we select B as the answer. You get that, Dhruvika? Dhruvi. From the given options, you have to select. It's as simple as that. Chalo. Next one. Since the chief minister did not approve with their demands, the employees decided to intensify their strike. So you don't approve with something. You always approve of something, right? You do. I approve of this. I don't approve of this. So the correct one to use is of. The correct preposition to use is of. So with nahi hota. You don't agree with something, but you approve of something. So since the chief minister did not approve of their demands, the employees decided to intensify their strike. So guys, you have to understand the proper usage of prepositions. Think you should have got this right. So even कौन से verbs के साथ कौन से prepositions लगते हैं, you should have a good idea of that. Okay. Relation between the two countries are in strain due to the border dispute. Okay. Majority getting it. So one thing we need to understand is strain in relation is not something which happens on its own, right? Strain in relations is always because of some external condition. It does not happen internally, right? अपने आप तनाव नहीं हो जाते, किसी की वजह से होते हैं. So we don't say that they are in strain or on strain. They have been strained. Somebody else has caused it. Something else has caused it. So relation between the two countries have been strained due to the border dispute. So the border dispute is the reason because of which the relations are strained. So we say the relations have been strained due to the border dispute. So the word have been is very important there. So that is the right answer. The border dispute has caused the strain in the relation. So the strain has been caused due to the border dispute or have been caused. Do we get that one? Hope everybody got this one. Moving on. In order to attaining optimal health, one must lead a healthy lifestyle and exercise regularly. Okay, majority getting. Now optimal means ultimate और ultimate एक ही चीज होती है, right? So उसके आगे अ या एन नहीं लगा सकते बिकॉज अ या एन अगर आप लगाते हो तो उसका मतलब ये होता है कि एक से ज्यादा ऑप्टिमल है, बट समथिंग कैन ओनली वन थिंग कैन बी अल्टीमेट. सो यूजिंग अ और एन इज नॉट करेक्ट, राइट? एंड लेवल की बात क्यों है? हेल्थ इटसेल्फ इज ऑप्टिमल, व्हाई डू यू नीड टू टॉक अबाउट लेवल्स? सो वी सिंपली से in order to attain optimal health, one must lead a healthy lifestyle and exercise regularly. So the easiest way to correct it is option A. In order to attain optimal health, one must lead a healthy lifestyle and exercise regularly. That's it. Did everybody get this one? I hope everybody got this one. Yes, excellent. Chalo, next then. The farmer was fool apparently to believe him. Okay, majority getting it right. Badhiya hai. So you don't say somebody was fool. You somebody was a fool. When you're describing somebody as a fool, the article a is very important. So the farmer was a fool apparently to believe him. I think this is straightforward. Almost everybody got this one right. Very good. Moving ahead to the next one then. Yoga and meditation can relieve people of their mental stress and fatigues. Okay, so fatigues. You know what is the meaning of the word fatigues with the S at the end? You know what is meant by fatigues? The word fatigue without the S means tiredness, right? When you're tired, then you are suffering from fatigue. That means simply means tiredness. But if you say fatigues, it actually means the dress worn by the army in combat. वो जो camouflage वाला dress पहनते हैं, those are called fatigues. So fatigues with the S at the end actually refers to the combat dress, battle dress worn by soldiers. So here, when you want you do, yoga and meditation don't relieve people of those dress. It relieves them of tiredness. So there, the proper word is fatigue without the S at the end. Yoga and meditation can relieve people of their mental stress and fatigue, singular. I hope everybody got this one. The word fatigues actually means the combat dress, the camouflage dress, which is worn by soldiers. Those are known as fatigues. Did everybody get this one? Did everybody get this one? Are we together on this? Okay, chalo. Next one then. Neither the design nor the color of the cloth appeal me. This is slightly tricky. So, guys, in this one, obviously, appeal to me में से कोई एक है. To का आना तो जरूरी, because you don't appeal someone, you appeal to somebody. But the point is here, neither nor जब आप use करते हो, then the subjects are to be taken as singular. Neither the design appeals to me nor the color appeals to me, right? So the proper usage is the singular form of the verb. Neither nor के अंदर, in this context, it has to be taken as singular subject, and hence appeals आएगा. अगर plural होता, right, तो appeal आता. But यहाँ पे neither nor जब लगता है, तो the subjects which are used along with neither or nor, they are to be taken as singular subjects. And singular जब subject लगता है, तो according to the rules of subject verb agreement, you need a singular verb, and appeals is a singular verb. So neither the design nor the color of the cloth appeals to me is the correct usage. Next one. When he heard the siren, he started running to the door. Okay, majority getting it right. सो अब दरवाजे को नहीं भागते, अब दरवाजे के तरफ भागते हो, राइट? यू डोंट से आप दरवाजे को भागे, यू से आप दरवाजे की तरफ भागे. सो व्हेन ही हर्ड द सायरन, he started running towards the door, and you're talking about a very specific door, so the door is necessary. So when he heard the siren, he started running towards the door is the right usage. Towards door nahi aayega because the article the is necessary in between, and you don't run to a door, you run towards a door. So when he heard the siren, he started running towards the door is the correct usage. Chalo. Moving ahead to the next one then. As we did not have a route map, we lost. Simple. Now, when you say we lost, उसका मतलब है हम हार गए. लेकिन अगर आपके पास मैप नहीं है तो आप हार नहीं जाते, आप गुम हो जाते हो, आप खो जाते हो. सो वी लॉस्ट मीन्स के हम हार गए. द प्रॉपर इज वी गॉट लॉस्ट, हम खो गए. बिना मैप के हम रास्ता भटक गए, हम गुम हो गए. सो वी डिड नॉट, एज वी डिड नॉट हैव अ रूट मैप, we got lost. So the correct usage is we got lost. Hope everybody got this one, right? The correct usage is we got lost. Moving on. Why not D? D says we all lost. हम सब हार गए. As we did not have a route map, we all lost. क्योंकि हमारे पास नक्शा नहीं था, हम सब हार गए. Why would you lose? Because you get lost. आप खो जाओगे. If you don't have a map, then you lose the direction. That means you get lost. To get lost means खो जाना, रास्ता भटक जाना. We all lost. मैंने हम सब हार गए. Because of lack of practice, we all lost the match. So to lose in this sense means कोई हार जाना. Did you get that, Yashvi? Okay, chalo. Next one. Self-portrait is a picture one makes of oneself. To make on oneself is अपने ऊपर बनाना, अपनी शक्ल पे. आप फिजिकली आप खुद के ऊपर कोई पेंटिंग बनाते हो तो टू मेक ऑन वन सेल्फ. टू मेक ऑन वन सेल्फ मीन्स लिटरली पेंट को उठा के अपने चेहरे पे पोतना या शरीर पे पोतना. सेल्फ पोर्ट्रेट ऐसी तस्वीर जो आप खुद की तस्वीर बनाते हो उसको सेल्फ पोर्ट्रेट कहते हैं. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस. द मीनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस इज सेल्फ पोर्ट्रेट इज अ पिक्चर यू मेक. It defines what a self portrait is. So technically speaking, the given sentence is all correct. You don't need to make any changes for this particular thing, right? The sentence is correct as it is. You don't need to make any changes to it. I think a lot of people got this right. I hope the others also got it. You don't need to make any correction in this particular thing. Chalo. What may we do if the musicians do not turn up on time? Chalo. So what may is generally used when you're asking for permission. बट यहाँ पे आप परमिशन नहीं मांग रहे हो, आप सोच रहे हो यार अगर म्यूजिक वाले नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे. सो हमें क्या करना चाहिए. यू आर नॉट आस्किंग फॉर somebody's permission, you are wondering what you will end up doing. So what shall we do if the musicians do not turn up on time, right? May is asking for somebody's permission. यहाँ पे आप परमिशन नहीं मांग रहे हो, आप सोच रहे हो कि अगर म्यूजिशियंस टाइम पे नहीं है तो हम क्या करेंगे. सो व्हाट शैल वी डू इफ द म्यूजिशियंस डू नॉट टर्न अप ऑन टाइम. हम क्या करें. वो हम क्या. will means you are lost. Shall means you are trying to see what can be done. So what shall we do if the musicians do not turn up on time. could we be doing कुछ ज्यादा ही हो गया. what would we do, हम क्या करते, ऐसा नहीं है, हम क्या करेंगे. so what shall we do is the best. Kirti, what would we do if the musicians do not turn up on time? Nahin, what would we do is as if there is a preset protocol and you're just saying कि okay, this is the thing which is supposed to be done. But here you are wondering कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं. So what would we do? नहीं, what shall we do if the musicians do not turn up on time? नहीं आए तो क्या करें? So the best usage is B, not D. You get that one? What would we do is as if there is a set protocol for this. That's not the sense of the sentence. Okay, next one. Misunderstanding the question, the wrong answer was sent. Majority of us getting this right. Simple. As the question was misunderstood, the wrong answer was sent. Right? As the question was misunderstood, because see, misunderstanding the question में ing form of the verb है, लेकिन second part में was sent है, and we know when multiple verbs are used, then all the verbs must be in the same grammatical form, verb tense form same होना चाहिए, and we know that was sent correct hai because it's not in the underlined portion. So misunderstanding ing form mein nahi hona chahiye verb, so the same form was. As the question was misunderstood, the wrong answer was sent, right? So this is called parallelism of verbs. When multiple verbs are used in the same sentence, the verb form of each of the verbs should also be the same. Did everybody get this one? If everybody got this one, badhiya chhe. Moving ahead. He decided to deceive them by disguising as a woman. This requires a very classic understanding of grammar. Chalo, let's see. When you say disguising as, it actually is incomplete because you have to specify who is being disguised. So he decided to deceive them by disguising himself as a woman, right? So it is necessary to say who is being disguised. So he decided to deceive them by disguising himself as a woman. You don't disguise into a woman, you disguise as a woman, but you disguise what? So he's disguising himself as a woman. So option B is the best possible answer. A lot of students did not get this one. I hope now you understood. In disguising as, nahin, he decided to deceive them in, nahin, you deceive somebody by doing something, right? Deceive means to cheat. So you cheat someone by doing something. So by ka aana zaruri hai. Or B and C may say you don't disguise into, you disguise yourself as something. So the best possible option definitely has to be B. Did everybody get this one? This particular question, the correct answer definitely has to be B. Okay, chalo, moving on. Next one then. His youngest child has just started going to the school. Again, idiomatic usage here. The idiomatic usage here, which is being checked. Which one? Okay. So again, let's just like we don't go to the bed, we go to bed means to sleep. So started going to the school nahi. We started studying. It literally means कि उसने पढ़ाई चालू की है. So we don't say going to the school, we say going to school. So his youngest child has just started going to school. That's it. Going to school means he has started his education. He has started his formal education. So we don't say going to the school. We say going to school when it indicates the start of formal education. Yes. So when we say I'm going to school, it does not mean आप literally एक school जा रहे हो. It means आप formal पढ़ाई कर रहे हो. So जैसे going to bed does not mean बिस्तर जा रहे हो. It means सोने जा रहे हो. So going to the school नहीं आएगा. It is going to school. There's no the in this particular idiomatic usage. ठीक है? चलो. Next one. If you hate cleaning fish yourself, why don't you clean at the fishmongers? Okay. So why don't you clean means why don't you खुद को साफ करो, right? You're first of all you're talking about cleaning the fish, so उसके लिए pronouns जरूरी है. And second, if you hate cleaning, then obviously you won't clean it, you will get it cleaned by somebody else. So best possible option, if you hate cleaning fish yourself, why don't you get them cleaned at the fishmongers? And remember guys, the singular and plural for fish is fish. Fish का plural fishes नहीं होता है. Fish का plural भी fish ही होता है. Right? So here the best possible option, definitely C. If you hate cleaning fish yourself, why don't you get them cleaned at the fishmongers? Did everybody understand this one? Yes, बढ़िया है. Next. The management gave an ID card to all of the employees. So again, excessive usage of prepositions. यहाँ पे of की जरूरत क्या है? सारे employees को दिया, that's it. So you give the ID card to all of them. All of them है तो ठीक है. But when you say all the employees, then you don't use of. So the management gave an ID card to all the employees. All of के लिए आगे हम them करके use करेंगे, right? So the management gave an ID card to all the employees. Next one. The department authorities were unwilling to impart information and were refused to either confirm or to deny the charges. Okay. So were refused का मतलब है डिपार्टमेंट अथॉरिटीज को मना किया गया था, अथॉरिटीज को नहीं दिया गया था. They were, I was refused मैंने सामने वाले ने मुझे रिफ्यूज किया. बट यहाँ पे द अथॉरिटी इज सेल्फ इज अनविलिंग. इट इज द अथॉरिटी हु आर नॉट कंफर्मिंग और डिनाइंग. सो अनविलिंग जब आता है तो रिफ्यूजिंग आना जरूरी है. So the department authorities were unwilling to impart information and were refusing to. Now either confirm or deny. To deny अगर use करना है, so it should be to either to confirm or to deny. बट आइदर एंड और है, सो आइदर के साथ जिस फॉर्म में वर्ब होगा और के साथ भी उसी फॉर्म में वर्ब होगा. तो रिफ्यूजिंग टू आइदर कंफर्म और डिनाई. सो बेस्ट ऑप्शन डेफिनेटली हैज टू बी डी. रिफ्यूज्ड, वर रिफ्यूज का मतलब है उनको किसी ने मना किया. वर रिफ्यूजिंग का मतलब है वो मना कर रहे थे. So refused is incorrect. Refusing is the correct form to use. Did everybody get this one? I hope everybody got this one. Yes? Okay. Next one. I accepted his advice of booking the tickets in advance for the vacation and did it immediately. So when somebody gives you an advice and you follow that advice, the correct preposition to use in that case is so. You did so. Did so means followed the advice. So I accepted his advice of booking the tickets in advance for the vacation and did so immediately. Right? Did so means I followed his advice. So you took the advice and you followed it. So when somebody is advising you and you're doing what the person has advised, the right grammatical way to express this is to say to do so. I accepted his advice of booking the tickets in advance for the vacation and did so immediately. And did it nahi aayega, did so immediately. It means whatever was advised to you, you did the same thing. So the correct form is you did so immediately. Did everybody get this particular one? Did so immediately. Yes? Did you get it? Chalo. One last question. There is no doubt whether he will be punished for his wrongdoings. There is no doubt whether he will be punished for his wrongdoing. So here, what you need to remember is whether के साथ or not का आना जरूरी है. So there is no doubt whether he will be punished for his wrongdoings or not. Whether के साथ generally or not आएगा. But जब कोई doubt ही नहीं है, तो आप options नहीं दे सकते. जब किसी चीज का doubt होगा, तो options की बात करते हैं. Here you are saying there is no doubt. So the word whether actually says there is an option. So that is incorrect. Correct is there is no doubt that he will be punished for his wrongdoings. There is, if agar doubt hai, to aap kahoge hoga ki nahi hoga. So you say there is a doubt whether he will be punished for his wrongdoings or not. But when there is no doubt, to whether use nahi kar sakte because there is no option. There is no other thing which is going to happen. So there is no doubt that he will be punished for his wrongdoings. Did everybody get this one? Whether cannot be used because you are saying there is no doubt. Doubt होगा तो option दोगे. जब doubt ही नहीं है तो whether word ही use नहीं कर सकते. Did everybody get this one? I hope everybody got this one. Yes. So guys, just something which I wanted to share. Starting this week, mid of this 8th, 9th के बाद से, we'll be having a interaction with your parents, right? So your parents will be receiving a call by the end of this week from the office, just as an update of performance and other things. I hope everybody is regularly practicing all the exercises and the online material also, which is being given right online. I hope everybody is doing the exercises because now that we are in online mode, the only way we can help you with your performance to keep a track and guide you is when we know how you are performing in the different exercises. So I hope everybody is doing that regularly. So your parents can expect a call anytime this week to just have a basic update on what you're doing. Baki, we are done for the day. If there are any doubts, you can hang around and ask. If there are no doubts, then you may exit this session.